The Supreme Constitutional Court held a press conference to announce the 9th high-level Cairo meeting of presidents of African constitutional courts, Supreme Courts and Constitutional Councils, scheduled for February the 7th and 8th at the new capital. Head of the Supreme Constitutional Court, Councillor Willis Fahmy, said the meeting aims to exchange expertise and is considered a wide-scale field to boost the judicial cooperation amongst African countries. And we are now joined from the press conference's headquarters by Nile TV's correspondent Ahmad. Nader, good afternoon to you, Ahmad. Now, how does the press conference of the Supreme Constitutional Court reflect the evolving role of constitutional courts in a time of global political polarization and institutional stress?
Yes, today I'm at the headquarters of the Constitutional Court in the neighborhood of Al Ma'ari to be attending the 9th Cairo high-level meeting of the Chief Justices and the Presidents of the African Constitutional and the Supreme Courts and the Constitutional Councils. Of course, we do know that this conference and this event is being held under the auspices of His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, and today we have seen the inauguration of it. The conference was inaugurated by His Excellency Tariq Abdel Gawad Shibli, the Deputy Chief Justice of the Supreme Constitutional Court of Egypt, and then His Excellency Muhammad Ahmad al-Nagar, the Deputy Chief Justice of the Supreme Constitutional Court of Egypt, gave us an overview of what will be happening on the 7th and the 8th of February, the next Saturday and Sunday. And finally, His Excellency Willis Fahmy spoke about the importance of cooperating between Egypt and Africa and the rest of the world in this field more specifically, and how the digital platform that was founded years ago to enhance the coordination between Egypt and the other countries that speak in French, Portuguese and in English, and of course the signing of the cooperation protocols between Egypt and Africa to exchange the expertise on this level. We will be shedding more light on what will be happening on the 7th and the 8th of February. We'll be having three main sessions. Two will be taking place on Saturday and another one, the final one, will be held on Sunday. The first session on Saturday the 7th of February, it will be discussing the independence of the constitutional judiciary headed by Judge Leila Assalawi, the head of the Constitutional Court of Algeria, focusing on the mechanisms of appointing and ousting the judges in the constitutional courts, and how to deal with the political and the popular and the media pressure on the constitutional judiciary, and finally to be balancing between the judicial, the executive and the legislative authorities. The second session will be taking place on the same day. It will be focusing on the technological and the artificial intelligence, which is a very important topic that was discussed even today by the head of the Constitutional Court of Egypt, the technological and the AI challenges headed by Judge Luke Malaba, the head of the Constitutional Court of Zimbabwe. The session will be taking place on Saturday, and the head of the African Conference for the Constitutional Authorities. How can the artificial intelligence be used as a tool to be assisting the judges, as well as discussing the opportunities and the dangers of the artificial intelligence and the digital transformation. And finally, it will be focusing the session on how to protect the personal data in the constitutional judiciary and how the digital transformation can affect justice in general. The final session that will be taking place on Sunday within this event will be held, and it will be focusing on the constitutional judiciary in general, and it will be headed by Councillor Ali Mahanna, the head of the Constitutional Court of the State of Palestine, something that the head of the Constitutional Court of Egypt, Boulos Iskander, stated that it was an honor to be having our guests from the state of Palestine, and he said it twice. The session will be concentrating on explaining the Constitution and how far the Constitutional Court observe and censor the legislations and the executive decisions, and finally discuss the practical and procedural challenges that face the constitutional judiciary. Back to you.
Right, many thanks to you, Nile TV's Ahmad, Nader, for the updates, and of course we continue with our news bulletin.
Yes, in line with directives by President